I'm Betty. Welcome to Betty's Kitchen. Today we're making sweet and sour sauce. And this is just a general Asian type sauce that you might want to use with chicken or pork or fish, shrimp, anything you like sweet and sour sauce with. So let's get started. We're going to use some rice vinegar. I've measured out 1/3 of a cup. I'm going to pour that into a little saucepan because this is going to be heated. 1/3 cup of rice vinegar. Next I have light brown sugar, and I'm going to use 4 tablespoons. So let's put that in with our vinegar. We'll mix that up in just a second. Next I have some ketchup, and it's 1 tablespoon. Slide that in. And a little tip that I mention occasionally is if you spray your utensil first before you put something like ketchup in there, it will slide out. Otherwise you have to rake it out. So this works out nicely. And we have some soy sauce we're going to put in. I've measured 1 teaspoonful of soy sauce. Then over here I've got this kind of divided up because I have some cornstarch here, 2 teaspoons, and then I have some water here. We want to mix these together before we put them in the larger mix. So I'm just putting the 2 teaspoons of cornstarch into 4 teaspoons of water. That way we can get that cornstarch mixed before it goes in, and that will keep us from having lumps. So just get that mixed around until you don't feel any lumps. There might be a few that linger there, but while I'm stirring this up, they'll probably dissolve. So I'm coming back over here just to stir this together, and you can sort of see what it's beginning to shape up like. And once it comes together a little bit, then I'll put my cornstarch and water mixture in, and then we'll move to the stove. And I'll stir continuously while it's at the stove. And all I want it to do is boil for a little bit until the cornstarch is cooked. It needs to be sort of clear looking, and it needs to be bubbly and done. So here we go. This is what it looks like at the beginning. And it doesn't have much thickness to it, but that cornstarch is going to thicken it up. You want your sweet and sour sauce to be bubbling about like this for about a minute or so. And when it's nice and thick and clear, then you can turn off your heat, bring that off the stove, and I'm going to pour it into a clear bowl so you can see the color of it and the texture. So here we go. I didn't make a whole lot. It's enough for our meal tonight, but if you make a large amount, maybe double the recipe and have some left over, you can store it in your refrigerator, and when you serve it again, you can heat it up, or you can just leave it cold. So I would suggest that whatever you serve it with, you just decide what you want to do. And it's too hot right now. It needs to cool down, so let it be warm if you want to, or you can get it straight from the refrigerator and use it cold.